Welcome back to GMA3, What You Need to Know. And just a devastating scene. Those pictures are just unreal. And as some of the officials said here on day one of this tragedy, it's just unimaginable. And you see that devastation, this 12-story apartment building collapse. And what we know now is that at least 150 people are still unaccounted for. The death toll has gone up to at least 9, but the work continues around the clock. I'm joined now by Congresswoman Wasserman Schultz, who represents this district. Thank you for being here with us. You all allowed the families an opportunity to go down to the rubble. Why was that important?
You know, Mayor Daniela Levine-Cava and the officials here really felt they were having both disinformation spreading virally through, there are doctored photos going out that made it look like the pile wasn't actually being actively worked on. But more importantly, I know in my conversations with some of the families, that both through faith traditions and because the need to be closer to their loved ones, this was really unprecedented. Bringing families to a disaster site while the search and rescue is still going on is unprecedented, but they've been threading humanity through the bureaucracy here because this is such an unprecedented tragedy that's just not comparable in American history.
And you represent this district, sure. Yeah. This is home. This is all, I've learned so much in being down here about how tight-knit this whole community is.
Yes.
You know what, how is everybody doing? Not just the families, but the extended family, to see something like this just doesn't happen. This is unimaginable.
TJ, this is the stuff of nightmares. Literally, these people were sleeping in their beds. And so it is the stuff of nightmares. The building came crashing down with them in it in an instant. And this is a tight-knit community. It is, and everybody knows somebody, not very many degrees of separation. I have friends who have family and friends in the building, several different families. So it's like you have a little piece, more than a big piece of your heart torn out of you.
Okay, Congresswoman, we're holding on to hope because we have to, and we've seen miracles before all over the world when people are being pulled out of rubble. But is there anything you have been told, any indication, any real concrete, a bang, a voice, anything concrete that gives us hope that there are survivors in there?
I had a chance to sit down with the resting teams of search and rescue yesterday and ask them that question, and they are continuing to say that we believe that there's still a chance that, like you've reported, they've pulled survivors out many hours later, not usually, and that's why proximity for the families to the pile was important, because they get to begin to really embrace the gravity of the situation, the enormity of it. But as long as they're saying, and they still are, that they're going to engage in search and rescue, then there's hope, and that's what we have to hold on to. Even one person found alive would be such an incredible blessing.
That's paramount right now. That is the priority, trying to find a survivor, trying to save lives. Last thing here, Congresswoman, when you came up here to greet me, I put my hand out to shake your hand, and you wanted to give a hug.
I did. We need all the hugs right now, TJ.
You've been down here for several days and going through it, and
it's really hard. It's really hard to look in the eyes of these families who just desperately want to be able to see their loved one emerge. This morning, I saw it on TV, not in person, going close to the site. One son was able to get a birthday card that they sent to his grandma. It was right there on the pile, and he was able to get it and had a picture of her. This is so deeply personal. The pain is going to be worse, not better. Remember, we still have 152 unidentified, unaccounted for people, and the death toll is going to mount regardless of whether there are survivors found. And the enormity of the pain that is going to wash over this community even more than it already is imminent.
Congresswoman, we appreciate you spending some time here with us.
Thank you.
And again, conveying that message to our viewers as well, who their hearts and their thoughts and their prayers are with this community right now.
We got to be here for the long haul. When the cameras go away, this community is still going to need our support. And I know I and my fellow elected officials, local, state, and national, we're going to be here to hold them up and get to the bottom of this.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Eva, I will hand it back over to you for now, but you I mean, you can't put it into any different or better words. We're holding on to hope. Everybody is here, but there are some realities to the situation here on the ground.
Yeah, and a good reminder this morning that those lives are family members and friends and people who were loved, and that community is in a lot of pain. TJ, thank you for that.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.